I still remember it was several years ago, in the summer. Early that day, Orn came to my house in a lively and energetic manner. He said mysteriously that he had a treasure match. This immediately piqued my interest. But when he unfolded the treasure map, I didn't expect this treasure to be hidden in our village. It's to avoid having too many regrets in the future. Plan to dig the treasure out this afternoon. Then I followed the map all the way to my destination. Just realized it. This is actually the backyard of my third uncle's house. So as not to disturb that old man, we planned to dig a tunnel to get in first. So, after digging for most of the afternoon, finally, I heard the clanging sound in my hand. At that time, I thought to myself, finally, I've found it. So I gave it a hard poke. A gap was opened in the mud wall in front of me. A pitch-black tunnel suddenly appeared in front of me. We also can't hide our inner excitement. So I crawled forward as fast as I could. When I'm almost at the exit, suddenly, a big face popped up. Damn it! Who else understands this? But that old man obviously wasn't prepared either. He was scared and started screaming instantly. When we realized it, we were also scared and jumped up. I'm back to Earth again, carrying the burden of guilt. It was then that we realized, this is really meddling in other people's business. I hadn't even recovered from the shock yet. Uncle has been very energetic from the beginning, but he turned to be angry and frustrated. In the end, neither of us could get away. After the fight, our fathers also received the notice and came over quickly. He criticized us harshly and unfairly. I kept cursing all the way home. Question us why we want to poke into other people's business. We were crying together while explaining that everything has its treasure. The old guys instinctively looked at each other after hearing that, while saying you don't believe it. While that, he quietly took the map in my pocket. After finishing the treasure map, he dealt with us carelessly. I rushed back home. As a result, that damn night, my dad took Wen's dad to the hill again. They went to the backyard of the old man's house. This time, the two fathers are at feud. I've chosen one. Use the seemingly inconspicuous grass patch as the entrance. When I'm angry, I start to work hard. This digging lasted until the middle of the night. The village head, who walked home at night at that time, and fell into the trap immediately. He looked around in confusion. He found a magical hole in front of him. And from time to time, he would throw out several handfuls of mud from inside. This made the village head immediately think of the back mountain. A wild boar that digs holes. So he called a few villagers in a loud voice. They are divided into two teams. A team is responsible for digging holes from the other side to surround and intercept them, while the other team is waiting patiently in place. Back then, our fathers didn't know about this situation. I was digging when I suddenly heard some noise in front of me. The two fathers were immediately startled. Then, stop what you're doing and listen carefully. I suddenly couldn't keep my cool anymore. It's obviously something is running towards us. And we're going to meet soon, unless there's a surprise. Only then did my father think of turning back. But the result is coming. But he was fooled by this idiot. I'm so frustrated. There's nothing I can do. The two fathers had no choice but to start digging upwards frantically again. As a result, we stumbled upon the old man's big warehouse again. At that time, there were walls all around me. The damn door is locked. Our dad are so frustrated. If there's no other way, we'll just have to try a different approach. But my dad just can't find his way. Another hole from... We dug it up in another corner of the warehouse. Both of our fathers are going crazy now. Change direction and keep digging holes to try to escape. But the result is just like being possessed. Not long after that, there are more than a dozen holes of various sizes in the warehouse. Now both of them are almost desperate. I might as well take a stick and stay put. I'm thinking that the wild boar might come up and give it a try later. There might still be a slim chance of survival. But at that time, second uncle, who was leading the group, couldn't have imagined it. He looked at the intricate cave. I thought I had stumbled upon a wild boar's den. I quickly called someone to tell the village head. I'll continue to move forward with the rest of the people. And on the other side, the two old men are still on edge. But the next second, a person suddenly appeared from below. My dad is about to retire. He didn't have time to see clearly, and he got hit unexpectedly. The poor old man still doesn't understand what's going on. He was knocked back into the hole. The leading second uncle is also confused. He hurriedly went forward to ask about the situation. The old man, looking terrified, kept saying, "Yes, yes, yes, it's a wild boar, and it seems to have pushed me down." Now, my second uncle is really angry. Damn it! Then he personally led everyone. Start attending from all directions! But how could they beat our dads? Ding dong, 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 ding dong. Our dad's hands are so fast that they almost leave after rimmages. Only then did they reluctantly launch this first wave of offensive. But the village head sighed. Soon, they brought the second batch of humans again. He looked at everyone's big red envelopes. I don't believe it at all. There are such weird wild boars in the world. So they quickly organized everyone again. Launched the second round of attack. But our dads have gained some experience from the previous attempt. Their skills have become more and more proficient this time. They gave it to a group of people in no time. They were completely exhausted in this hole, and this battle also lasted until the middle of the night. They finally woke up the neighbors nearby. And then, when third uncle opened the cabin door, looking at a bunch of holes and the two old men lying on the ground. This farce has finally come to an end.